when O has another vowel in the next one or two spots, it's usually going to say its long sound and say O. But if the next two letters are consonants, or if it's a consonant and then the end of the word, then that O will probably say its short sound and say ah. We've also learned that OA says O. OI says oi. So does OY say oi. And when you're spelling, you use the OI to spell oi in the beginning and middle, and you use the OY to spell oi at the end. Let me show you that in the chat. So here is oi in the beginning, here is oi in the middle, and here is oi at the end. So in the beginning and middle it's OI, and at the end it's OY. And we've also learned that O can make the schwa sound and say ah when it's almost to the end of a longer word and there's a vowel after it. So three things have to happen. That O has to come almost to the end, the word has to be a long word, and there has to be a consonant or two after it. I might have said vowel, but I meant consonant. Then an O can change to the schwa sound and say ah, like this word. Let me think of one. Oh, here's one. Nation. That TI is saying sh, and that O is saying is changing to the schwa sound because it's almost to the end of a longer word and there's a consonant after it. So that O says So yeah, we've also learned that there's a O consonant final silent E. We've learned that O at the very end, when it's the last letter, can say O. OE can happen in very short words, but let's practice right now. Let me share my screen here. Let's just start practicing, and then you will get all of those reminders about what we've been learning as you practice. You'll think, oh yeah, that's right, I remember. So we're going to do a combination of all those things that we've learned so far, okay? So our first word together is boy pro. Boy pro. Now you might know how to spell this word, boy, but don't spell it like that, because this word ends with oi. And when a word ends with oi, you have to spell it O-Y. But in our word, boy pro, that oi is not at the end, it's in the middle. And this is how you spell the oi sound in the middle, right? Not the OY. So if we separate the sounds in boy pro, we have b, oi, and I'm going to put one line there for oi, p, o. Let's dot our vowels. So now we have consonants, b, oi, p, o. So here's our oi in the middle, which we know is an OI. And when you hear O at the end, it's often just a regular plain old O. O can say O when it's the very last letter. Boy pro. So how about you try one on your own here? Your word is doibro. Doibro. So we have d, oi, b, o. Doibro. Doibro. And then, yeah, put it in the Q&A so I can see what you come up with. Doibro. You are welcome, Charlotte. Let me see your doibro. Nice, Henry. You got it. Good, Lana. Or it's not Lana. Is it Lana? I thought Lana was your sister. If you're not Lana, put your name in the Q&A so I know who I'm talking to. Good, Nimat and Sheath. Nice, Bethany. Yes. So we're doing doibro. Bro. So somebody spelled it with this at the end. And I love that you know that OW can say and spell O at the end of a word. So that's not going to be incorrect because you can have both choices for the end. You can have OW or an O. We're going to do just the regular old O, but that doesn't mean yours is incorrect because there are several spellings for a lot of different vowels. So in doibro, our consonants are d, oi, b, o. So here we have our oi in the middle. spelled O-I, and O at the end is often just spelled with just a regular old O. But if you put an OW here, that's okay too, because that is also a correct spelling of the O sound at the end of words. All right, our next word is Donbloy. Donbloy. So we have D, A, N, B, O, Oi, consonants. D, A, N, B, O, Oi, vowels. Ah. We always start with the most common spelling first, which is just a regular short O. But can O say ah here? We always have to look at the next two letters. If they're both consonants, then yes, it can make it short sound. And since those are both consonants, then that is the perfect spelling for ah in that spot. It's perfect. Oi at the end is not O-I, it's O-Y. Now, your turn. Try spelling the word flantoy. Flantoy. F-L-A-N-T-O-Y. Flantoy. Flantoy. I have a question. Who taught you all of this stuff? I have had a lot of teachers, but I have also been a teacher for a very long time, and I've learned a lot of these patterns just from my own research and experience. Lonnie, your sister, is Lily. That's right. So we're spelling the word flantoy. And what state do I live in? California. The word is flantoy. Flantoy. Yeah. So consonants, we have f, l, ah, n, t, oi. Vowels, ah. We always start with a regular short O for the ah sound, and if it works, stop, you're done. And since there are two consonants after it, that's all we need for that O to say ah. Oi at the end of a longer word, or any size word actually, is spelled with an O-Y. Next, should we step it up a little bit harder? Okay, let's do classoido. Classoido together. K-l-a-s-o-i-d-o. Classoido. Consonants. K-l-a-s-o-i-d-o. You're getting excited, aren't you? Because you know how to spell now. So you're like, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. And that's really, really exciting. Congratulations. So for the ah sound, I'm going to start with a regular old O. Can it say its short sound here? Does it have two consonants after it? It doesn't. If there's a vowel in the next one or two spots, I can see that because I dotted it. That would force it to say O, but I don't want it to say O. I want it to say ah. Ah is a short vowel sound. Short vowel sounds require two consonants after them. So if there's not two, make two. Now it can say ah in that spot. Oi in the middle is spelled O-I. O at the end is often spelled with just a plain old O. So there is classoido. Now, your word, without me, is grapoimo. Grapoimo. G-r-a-p-o-i-m-o. Try it, and then put it in the Q&A so I can see. Grapoimo. Grapoimo. Okay, one person is saying that I am cutting out. If I'm cutting out or if my audio is not working for anybody else, would you let me know in the Q&A? Our word is grapoimo. Grapoimo. So this one's looking like a hard one for a lot of people. Let's see how we do. Let's do our consonants first. G, R, A, P, Oi, M, O. So far, so good? Grop, Oi, M, O. So here's our A, gra. We always start with just a regular old O. first. Can we try a O first? Can O say ah in that spot? Nope, because there isn't two consonants after it. If there's not two, we make two. Now it's nice and happy and it can say its short sound ah right there. What about oi in the middle? That's spelled with an O-I. O at the end, just a regular old O will work just fine right there. Gra poimo. I'm not sure if there was only one person got that one right. So let's try another one of those. Let's try another one. Let's do pa foindo. Pa foindo. Pa, ah, f, oi, n, d, o. Just do this one together. Consonants. Pa, ah, f, oi, n, d, o. Vowels. Ah. We always start with a short or with a O. Can O say ah there? Not yet. There's not two consonants after it. If there's not two, we have to make two. Now I can say ah. Oi in the middle is spelled O-I. O at the end is usually just a regular O. You ready to try yours? So remember, a short vowel needs two consonants after it. Oi in the middle is O-I. O at the end is often O. So your word is la bointo. La bointo. Let's do it down here. L, A, B, oi, n, t, o. Make sure you have the same lines and dots as me. La bointo. La bointo. La bointo. Oh, very good, Brooke. Nice. La bointo. Nice, Henry. Good job. You guys are such fast learners. La bointo. Keep putting them in. Yes, Niemann and Sheath. Good job. La bointo. I'll let a couple more people put theirs in. La bointo. Nice, Melanie. Oh, so close, so close. Okay, so we have consonants. L, A, B, oi, n, t, o. Ah, we start with an O, but can O say ah here? Not yet. Short vowels require two consonants. If there's not two, make two. Now I can say ah. La, boy. Oi in the middle is O-I. Boint, O at the end is often a regular O. La bointo. Look how good you did on that one. That was gorgeous. Let's try. Wait a minute. How are we doing on time here? Oh, good. I want to remind you about when you hear at the end, that schwa sound like in nation. It's often spelled with an O, especially if the last letter is an N or an M or a P. You're going to spell that schwa sound with an O. So keep that in mind when we do this next word, okay? Our word is shoten. Shoten together. Sh-o-t-n. Consonants. Sh-o-t-n. Vowels. O. We always start with a single O. Do we need anything else here? Can this O say O? Yes, because the next one or two letters is another vowel right there. So he's perfect spelling the O sound. We don't need two T's because that would make it say ah. We don't want ah. We want to keep it O. Shoten. This is that schwa sound that says And when you hear that sound that's almost to the end of a longer word, and there's a consonant or two after it, we often spell it with an O, especially if the last letter is an N or an M or a P. So your word is chopum. Chopum. Ch-o-p-a-m. Chopum. Ch at the beginning. Chopum. Oh, I wonder if you were thinking that you needed to double. I love how you're thinking that you needed to double the one of the letters, but you don't have to double anything in this word, and I'll tell you why. Chopum. Did I just give you a big juicy hint? I think I did. Chopum. Chopum. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. Chopum. Good, Carmen. Okay, consonants. Ch, o, p, vowels. O. We start with a single O. Can it say O here? Yes, because of the type 2 rule. There's another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. That makes it say its name, so it's perfect. That's a schwa sound. That's the symbol for the schwa sound. And when you hear almost to the end of a longer word and there's a consonant or two after it, especially if it's an N, an M, or a P, you're going to spell it with an O. So there's chopum. Okay? All right, let's do one more. How about klompoi, all on your own. Klompoi. K, o, a, p, oi. Klompoi. Cat's outside. Sorry about that. He spends a lot of time out there now. Klompoi. So our choices for the oi are either oi or oy. This one is for the beginning and middle. Oy is for the end. Our word is klompoi. Klompoi. Good. Good. All right, consonants. K, o, a, p, oi. Vowels. Ah. We always start with a single O. Can it say ah here? Yeah, there are 2 consonants after it. Do I have to double that M? Nope, because there's already 2 here. I would have had to have doubled it if that P wasn't there. If it was just the M and then the vowel, then I'd have to double it. But since there's already 2 here, I don't have to. And then oi at the end of a longer word is spelled O-Y. Oi at the end of a longer word is spelled O-Y. Do you want to end on an easy one or a hard one? Let me know in the chat. Do you want to end on an easy one or a hard one? All right, we're getting some votes. Some easies and some hards, but mostly easies. Okay. Let's do planto. Planto. P-L-A-N-T-O. Planto. 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 Good. Gorgeous. So our consonants are P, L, A, N, T, O. Our O can spell the ah sound just fine because of those 2 consonants after it. And O at the end of a word is often spelled with just a single O. Sometimes an OW, but normally just a single O. Nima and Sheath, your question, give me your guess in the chat. Oh my goodness, how polite is that? Have a great day. Thank you for your time. You have a great day and thank you for your time. You are the heroes here, my friends. You're the ones that could be doing other things, but instead you're coming to spelling class and you're getting so much knowledge and so much information that you can use to spell any word that you come to now. Not quite, Nimat and Sheetha. Not quite, but that was a good guess. So thank you for your compliment and thank you for being here, taking the time to come to spelling class. That makes my day when I get to teach you because you're brilliant. You're amazing. I love teaching you. Have a great night and we'll see you Wednesday. Bye, my friends.